Right, welcome to another edition of the O'Connor Angle, and we are at the famous Bluebell complex, and we are on Kingfisher this time. I believe it was a year ago we done our first ever session on Bluebell, and that was on Swan, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that proved quite good, obviously, for myself. I ended up with 2 fish over there, up to mid-30s, during a very, very hard week's fishing. Fortunately, you lost a catfish, didn't you?
That was about it for me, yeah.
So we're back again, but we're on Kingfisher this time. Hopefully Dad's going to break his duck. And yeah, basically, we got here obviously early this morning. And as you would expect with a day ticket, it was absolute pandemonium.
Yeah, it was 10 motors in front of us.
The lakes are rammed. This is Bluebell. For people that haven't been to Bluebell, this is Linear on steroids. This is Cossington on steroids. I've fished some seriously busy day tickets in my time, so has Dad, and nothing beats this. Nothing beats it. There was people running to swims with buckets, wasn't there? It's carnage to get a swim. But that's just due to what swims in here. Obviously we've got a very good friend on Kingfisher, Lee Birch. Obviously phone calls have been made to him. He's pointed us out with some spots and etc. and rig wise, etc. You know, obviously any help from a bailiff and it is very grand.
Always good.
So if Lee is about and you do see him, it's well worth asking for a bit of info. And like I say, he's a very nice bloke and he will help you. But yeah, what do you think then, mate? We're in 2 swims and we were in the 75-yard swims. I'll just do a quick thing. Basically, you've got some point swims. We're opposite the point swims. We're on the riverbank, and we can fish 75 yards. Either side of us is like that way, can only fish 40 yards. And the one thing I will say about this complex, when you get into your swim, and I said it to you, didn't I? Is you've got these green stickers on the post, and it tells you how many yards you can go out. And tell you what, other fisheries should take serious note of that, because it tells you your maximum what you can fish in that swim.
There's no argument.
There's no arguments. Considering that it's carnage to get a swim, once you put your rods out, well, we ain't heard anyone shouting, have we? No. And other venues should take note of what they do on Kingfisher. They really should. But what's your feeling on Kingfisher then?
Yeah, well, I mean, when we came last year, I was excited and everything. Unfortunately, I blanked, but I still went home happy. We're back now, we're on a different lake, and I mean there's loads and loads of different fish in here, and loads of
there's loads of good fish in this one.
You know, we've got a chance, we're here for a week, so I'm really looking forward to this week, and hopefully it pans out that we catch.
Yeah, exactly.
I got to catch, because
he wants to break his duck on the Bluebell. Like I say, we've only fished here once before though, which is, I know, is very surprising because it is right up our street. But I think we'll leave the intro there. Obviously we'll go into rigs, bait, everything, you know, to do with, you know, what we've done, or who knows, we could blank. But let's get saying straight, Kingfisher is not easy. In fact, it's rock. You know, let's keep it 100, people. It's rock solid, you know. So let's see how we get on. So hope you enjoy the show, and put your feet up, go and put the kettle on. I'm sure there's going to be some good moments. I'm sure there'll be some bad moments. Hopefully not though. So, but we'll leave it there. And would you believe it? We've been here a few hours, and Dad has had one. Just lift this towel up, Dad.
I can't breathe.
Well, you're going to have to try.
Oh, go on.
And it's definitely one of the known ones. I'd probably call it Uglo or something. I mean, I don't know what's happened to his poor tail, but at 28.5, absolute fantastic start on Kingfisher. And yeah, look at that, it's just a shame about his tail. Look, it's like Arthur Carp. We should call him Arthur. That's your new name, Arthur.
Oh, Arthur.
But yeah, 28.5 pound. What a start. You happy?
Yep, very.
Yeah, so great start with that one. Do you want to turn him round and have a little?
No, you get some pictures with it.
All right, okay. There you go, look at that, first blood to Dad, and yeah, what a start on Kingfisher.
Right, Pin's going to put it back for me. And get in the water with it. So he's got the waders on.
there's Dad's fish. Not that I'm claiming it. So, £28 going back. There you go. And there he goes. I've touched a Kingfisher carp. My turn next.
Just lit up the old barbie, getting ready for the evening meal that Ben's going to cook me. Lovely jubbly.
Right, well, as you see, Dad had a lovely 28 pounder and caught us a little bit by surprise because we never even actually had the camera set up, and so that's why we never got no footage of it. But that happened very quickly, didn't it? That way?
Yeah, very quickly. It's, we've been here a while, but it took us hours, didn't it, to set up and all that. And obviously we had to put the bivvies up, and then I would say a couple of hours after the rod's been in.
It didn't take that long, and actually maybe not the prettiest fish in the lake, but certainly a character in the lake, and one that's
broke me duck.
Yeah, one that's very recognisable. But yeah, 28 and a half. It's broke Dad's duck as such on Bluebell. We've only been here once before anyway. Like I said, it was on Swan last time. So but yeah, well done, mate. 28 and a half.
Well placed, yeah. Well placed.
It's a great fish from Dad. And Ted's off. He's seen a. There he goes. Look. Ted loves it here because there's a bit of wildlife here. He is off ski. Look at him. He's gone.
Mad dog.
Ta-da, Ted.
Mad dog.
But yeah, like I say, then obviously it came to night time, and obviously catching that one, going into the night buzzing. But you got to remember, this is Kingfisher at Bluebell. It is absolutely rock, and it was very quiet in the night. And so I'll just keep looking because Dad just had a couple of bleeps. But yeah, like I say, it was very quiet in the night. We see a couple of fizzing, didn't we, this morning?
Yeah.
But yeah, so we just, realistically, we're just like, I mean, we're using between zigs, solid bags, baited areas. It's one of those that you're trying to work out what is, what is working.
Well, we all say, don't we, we'll work out it until a pattern emerges.
Yeah.
And once that pattern emerges, that's how we carry on.
Exactly. So, I mean, at the moment, we've had one between, Dad's had one. And there's been a couple of others out that we have seen, so it's not fishing too bad. It keeps dropping back a little bit, that one, look. Is it because we just put it out on it?
Yeah.
But yeah, like I say, it's one of those, but yeah. You're very happy, aren't you?
I'm well pleased, yeah. I just hope it ain't going to be the only fish. You have it at the beginning, you're well pleased, and then all of a sudden you don't catch till the last day or something.
Exactly. It can be like that here. I mean, there are other lakes here, etc. But it is rock hard Bluebell, especially Swan and Kingfisher, isn't it? They're proper specimen lakes.
It's not for the faint-hearted, is it?
Don't even if you're one of these that goes, yeah, that's all right, I'll go on there. Don't, because you're gonna blank. It is hard. I mean, I could do a week here and blank. You know what I mean? And
I did.
Yeah, well, you did on Swan. I would think 85%. Even 90% of people on Swan and Kingfisher who do a week session blank. There ain't many people that catch, so to get one within a few hours, very grateful. But like I say, we've still got a long way to go in the session. We'll come into bait and rigs later on, and all the rods are set. So hopefully, we might get another afternoon bite like you did yesterday, mate.
Yeah, I'm hopeful. I mean, I feel quite confident, I suppose, because of having that one, and you've lost one, so
yeah, exactly.
We are in the zone, I suppose, and the rewards are there. I know there's some massive fish in here.
Yeah,
really
exactly.
Big fish in here.
Like Dad said about me losing one, it was down the edge, and I waded out, I put a rod down underneath the tree, and it was weird because it went, and then it was going up, down, I hit it, I don't know if it was a tench, but then the rod wrapped round and then my line snapped. So I'm going to say probably more than likely a carp, but the way it was going was like a tench, but it weren't on long enough. If the line snapped, it was all grating, so I don't know if there's all mussels and stuff like that where I'm fishing. But yeah, look, so far so good. We can't complain. We've been a night in, we've had one and we lost one. So I think we'll leave it there. I mean, it's time for me to have a kip because I'm knackered. And,
hopefully come back to you later on.
Yeah, we'll come back to you in the evening, hopefully. Come on. That. So we'll see you soon. And here we go. And here's Dad at first light this morning. with a Kingfisher absolute banger of 37 pound and 7 ounces, still giving him a bit of a row. But yeah, what a fish, what an absolute unit of a fish. And had a bit of bad news for myself, but we won't go into that. But yeah, look at that, once he's got it up, what a beautiful carp. Stay there, Dad. What a beautiful carp. So, yeah, man. Ted in the background. Oh shit! There you go. Hold on. There you go. Yeah, an immaculate carp of 37 pound 7 ounce Kingfisher magic. So well done, Dad.
I'm well pleased with that one, mate.
Yeah, mate, beautiful carp. So I think we're getting back now. Yeah.
He's two-tone on the other side.
Yeah, probably a fish called bloody two-tone, I expect. Like I say, we don't know the names of these fish, but I expect some of the syndicate members do. But right, we'll leave it there. Let's get this fish back. Right, a little update now, especially after Dad's banger. And Dad's having a session and a half, and I'm having a nightmare. So we'll start off with Dad. Last night, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's about, I don't know, an hour after I redid the rod, put a zig on it, and I brought it up in the water a bit higher. And I reckon it was out there, what, an hour?
Yeah.
A very strange bite, wasn't it? It was like teetering, like it didn't want to move.
Just a couple of bleeps on it, and
Yeah.
the old swinger was like shaking, you know, like just like did one of those. And a fish known as two-tone, you know, so we've got syndicate members next to us, and yeah, 37 pound 7, mate. So
Well
it was
pleased.
nearly his personal best, Colin, 5 ounces off. So, but there's still time. I'm sure one of us will hopefully break it. But the obviously Dad's had the 28 as well. So you know, really, we've done 2 nights now, and we are here for a week. But yeah, so far from Dad, great session, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm well pleased with it, the way it's panned out from blanking last year to having a good start.
So, and then we come full contrast, and then we come to me. Where do you want to start? So, they say it normally comes in threes, and it certainly has. First thing, the echo on my boat, that's broke again. It's been fixed twice before, but it's broke again somehow. Then I broke my reel. Basically, the 2 slot bits that go into the reel, I've wound, they've just pinged off. And making sure that weren't us, no. It wouldn't be me, it wouldn't be my luck, would it? Yeah, basically, they've pinged off, so the reel turns, but then it goes really hard, and then, you know, then it goes easy again. And then last night, well, it was in the evening, wasn't it, period, just as it was turning.
About an hour after I had my fish.
Yeah, and away it's gone. Middle rod, it's off. Again, a very finicky bite. Hit into it. So far, so good. You know, just took a little bit of line, nothing mega, just coming in nicely. And then it's took Dad's left-hand rod out. Now, not too much of a problem with that because I know he had a zig out and I know the lead would have dropped. So Dad's undone the bail arm. It's literally come in and I said to Dad, like, oh, it's nearly here. And literally on the Kingfisher, you've got like really steep shelves here. And then all of a sudden, it's obviously seen that shelf. And when I mean gone left, this thing has done a Lewis Hamilton with DRS the lot. It has gone, mate. Well, it's took out my left-hand rod. So now remember, it's got Dad's left-hand rod. It's got my left-hand rod. It's piled underneath this tree. You know when you get to a point where you're like, I'm in trouble. No, in fact, I'm in like double trouble. And then it's got to that point where you're like, no, I'm in shit street now. It's gone under the tree and it's taken out all of the blokes next door, all 3 of his lines. So now it's got Dad's left, my left, and the bloke next door, all 3 of them. So now we've got 5 lines around it. Grinding under the tree, everything. Just started to get it back. You've guessed it, dink. 6 inches, not even that, probably about 4 inches from the hook, down the hook length, it snapped. So that's what I mean, it comes in threes. Very powerful fish, and it's just my luck at the moment. Dad's flying, I'm having a nightmare. So hopefully my luck is going to change. Anyway, so yeah, getting back to what I was saying, nightmare for me, brilliant from Dad. So like we said to you before in previous shows, we'll bring it all to you. It's just unfortunately I'm the one going through it this time. We're going to go through a bit of rigs later on. I'm going to do a bit of a switch up today. I'm going to go one on a solid bag. I think I'm going to try that later. Yeah,
that's what I'm doing at the moment. I've got 2 on zigs and 1 on solid bag.
Yeah, so I'll go through that with a solid later with what I'm doing. But yeah, as for now, it's time to have a little bit of breakfast.
Yeah.
But even though it's been a disaster, I'm trying to enjoy it, you know. So we had fish out in front of us yesterday. So let's hope that they continue to stay there, mate, innit?
Yeah, I think they will.
So yeah, we'll leave it there. Obviously, if we get one today, we'll show you guys. If not, a bit later on, I'll be tying up my solid bag.
It can be a bit daunting playing a fish on a zig when you're using light lines. It's not beaten yet. Yeah, well done, he's got it in the net.
Finally, I told you, the luck had finished. Once it comes in threes, back in the game. Alright, mate, yeah.
Thanks.
Lovely one. Look at that. Bar of gold. What's that, Ted? Hey? Mid-20s. That's lovely. What's that for that?
Look.
25.4.
25.4, yeah?
Yeah, lovely. Yeah, that'll do.
Well done.
Right, would you believe it? Finally gone and finally had one. Typical, just come off talking to you guys and saying hopefully my luck will change. And here it was. It was on a zig, this one. And there she is. My first Kingfisher carp at £25.4. Typical, one of the commons. Loads of big commons in here. But yeah, what a fish. Absolutely overjoyed. Broke me reel, broke me boat, broke everything else. But does it matter once you got that? It doesn't. Fantastic fish. And hopefully it's going to be the start of something. Like I say, we've had 3 now and lost 1 between me and Dad. So yeah, I'll just swing him round to a bit the other side. Really pleased with that one. Immaculate carp. Jet black. That's what you expect from crystal clear water.
Happy with that?
Yep, cool. Let's get him back. Let's get some pictures done.
Here he's going back. All 25 pound of him.
Oh, I'm stuck. So, lovely. Let's get them back out. See if we can catch a better one. Right, we're coming on later on in the day now, and nothing else has materialised except for the 25. Time is now about 4 o'clock, I think, and we'll start getting my solid bag ready for later on. So we'll run through it with you now. Basically, rig wise, obviously you're allowed to use lead core here, which is great because me and Dad absolutely love that. You can hear a bit of whining, that's Ted. But yeah, basically I've got that drop off inline system. So you can see that the lead core goes over the inline lead. Basically how that happens is you've got a peg at the top here. You take the insert out, and then you put a hard insert in, but what you do is you cut all the way through. So obviously the swivel goes into the rubber insert at the bottom, and then you have a peg at the top. Obviously I pull from that end when it goes, the fish pulls that end, lead drops, you're in direct contact. Coming down to it's a normal braided hook length, £15, and then that there, believe it or not, is actually a single grain of plastic sweet corn. All I've done is just soak that in the tuna and garlic and just put it in a little bit of ground bait. Obviously you cannot see that that's yellow at all, but it's got the tuna and garlic dip and a little bit of ground bait. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it into a bag, so I'll just put that down there for now. Now the depths that we're fishing at Kingfisher is a very deep lake. Now, like we were saying in previous shows about PVA, the meltdown ratio, good thing about the castaway bags, I don't know if you can see that, but there's your normal solid bags. Now in here it's 14 foot deep. If that was the case I would double up with these, because I don't want my bag basically breaking down halfway down. But with these ones, if you can see on the front, it says that there's a lot slower meltdown. So if you're fishing deep lakes, these are the ones. I would say 12 foot or over. Absolute perfect for this. So you ain't got a double bag no more. Obviously it becomes cheaper then, doesn't it? So right, we're going to grab one of these out. What we're going to do is give it a blow first. Then put your rig straight in. Then what I like to do is, I don't know if we can get that, but lay the hook flat at the bottom, like so. Right, next part, I mean all this is done on purpose, it's not just a promotion for certain companies etc, it's done on purpose. You'll see what I mean when we come to the end of the bag. I'm going to put a tiny little bit of ground bait in first, not too much, just enough, as you can see, just covers your hook. So it just covers your hook point. Basically that's what that's there for, to cover the hook point. We then you've got some pellets from Urban here, as you can see. I've got some 2mm, 0.5s, I've got all different ratio of breakdowns in there. So they now go in. But we only put probably up to a quarter at the moment. And every time you're doing the bag, you always want to keep tapping it because you want it all to be compact. So just keep tapping away at it. And what we can do is just put a tiny bit more with that. Right. Now what I do is I put the lead in, like so. Because this is the bit where it gets fun and games, because here comes the liquid. So right, let's just move that out of the way a sec. What we're going to do is you're going to put the bag in between your legs, so you like that. Basically we've got some tuna and garlic dip here from Urban. This absolute pen and ink. So I've done really well with this with the Syndicate Lake. It's all PVA friendly. Just want to pour a little bit of that in there. Right. as you can see, let's get rid of that. That basically, that liquid's a heavy liquid, and it's always going to want to go south. So basically, everything that you put at the bottom now is all going to be soaking in that. So right, what we're going to do is we're going to fill that up with more pellet. And then what I like to do is just keep getting the lead up and down. So you're always packing the bag. It just keeps it, hence the name solid, a solid bag. Right, now what you can do is you can start pushing the contents down, and then all you do is just add. Basically you just add it until you get to a point, a comfortable stage where you're happy with it. I mean, with liquid wise, you can put what you want in. You can put oils in, food dips, as long as it's PVA friendly. And as you can see, I'm packing it down all the time. So we look at that like that, and you see how solid that is. I've not even tied it off yet, but it's absolutely really packed. It's really solid. So what we're going to do is we'll just add a little bit more and a little bit more of the tuna and garlic ground bait, and you just keep working it. Right, now we're getting to that good point. Obviously your liquid's in there already. Now all I do with this bit is just give it one twist. One twist and that's it. Now you can just lick them like that if you want. If you're not fishing far out, that will take the cast. But obviously you can get PVA tapes, etc. And the good thing with Castaway, obviously because it's a PVA actual company, you get cable ties which are actually PVA, and it makes it so much easier than string and tape, etc. Basically I'm going to put one on now, so if I show you guys, grab one of these, and it is basically a cable tie but PVA. Obviously everyone knows what to do with a cable tie. I expect everyone at work's used one. What you do is just twist that round. Put that through there. And then like a cable tie suggests, just do it down tight. That is it. So right, now what we're going to do, grab the scissors, as usual, I'm always prepared, not. So, what you do is, just cut off the excess. Right, now, that there on its own, it's okay, it's not bad. You could drop it from a boat, but if you're casting this, it will wobble in flight. So this is where you make your bag even more solid than what it is. So what you do now is you start trimming off all the excess, especially the bits of PVA that you're not going to need. So without cutting your lead core or mainline tubing, whatever the lake suggests. All right, just weight that down. Like so. Right, that's good there. Right, now what you do is, as you can see, we've got the corners there. So what you do is you push them in. Right, so I mean at this point you can really give this bag some grief. I can think of another word, but we'll say grief. As you can see, what you want to do is actually get the corners out, so there's no bait in that corner whatsoever. And what you do is you lick them over, then just hold that for a little while, and then obviously you repeat the process the other side. It can be a little bit long-winded, solid bags. A lot of people do them at home, and then you can leave them in a box, as long as it's got a lid on, because remember it's PVA, it will melt. Right, as you can see, that side is licked down. Then repeat the process like I said. basically it's just giving it a chance to stick to the bottom of your bag, and what this does is it makes your PVA bag aerodynamic. So if I hold that up now, excuse me, can you see how aerodynamic that is? And then you've got your liquid there now at the bottom. Your pellets were always soaked in salmon oil anyway from Urban, but you can always add to it. At the bottom I've got my plastic piece of coal. Now prior to putting this out, you've got to pierce it, because otherwise what will happen, it will sink because of the amount of weight, but sometimes they hover. So if you put air, like get your baiting needle, prick your solid bag, it will definitely sink to the bottom 100%. And in true Blue Peter style, there's another one from the other rod. So the good thing about this is, when you're using the liquids, you can make these up. I mean, you can make them up at, you know, day before if you want, but while you're sitting there not doing anything, just make 2 or 3 up ready for the night. I mean, that bag there has been done since, I don't know, 11 o'clock this morning. So now I think the time is around about 4 or 4, whatever. That's been soaking for 5 hours. So they know it's going to be there 100%. And it's the same with this one. So that's what's going out tonight. Dad's already caught on a, you did catch one on a solid, didn't you? The first fish was on a solid bag. And we've had the other 2 on zig, so hence why I'm getting the solids ready. But yeah, like I say, that one's got a bit of plastic corn in, and the other one's got a fully loaded wafter in. So, but yeah, we'll give them a go tonight. It's produced one for Dad. It's time for me to get on the solids.
It's what Lucas was doing to me. You get it close and then it just goes.
Fish are coming on.
Yeah.
How's Barbara getting on, Dad?
I think we can use it for charcoal tomorrow.
If not, just take the food off of it.
That's all right, I've shut the lid.
Just launch that net out to me.
Got a little bit of a cut on your head there.
Oh.
Hours off that there.
It's got this one, Ben. Ben, you've got your rod under the line on this rod. Your rod.
Up and come towards me. No. Down. Put the rod down.
Don't want to lose your fish for you, lad. Which way do you want it?
It's going to go with me, isn't it?
I'm just going to lift his bail arm up and put it down, but I don't want to lose his fish for him.
Took the bail arm off, Ben.
I can see the line going over the top of his other line.
Just tighten that up a sec, that rod. Point it towards me, Dad, so I can grab the line. Towards me.
It's under the back of your rod.
Bring that one in, Dad. Where's the fish? Okay.
That was hairy, wasn't it?
It's good fish. Put one on it. Good. That's it after the rest of it.
Are you under it, Ben?
Yeah, it's under it. Sorry. Yeah, it's alright. Leave that one there. Fine. You just tighten that rod up, Dad, because the line's sinking on it. Just tighten it right up. That's it. Get in there, mate.
Well done.
That's a big common, bro.
Is it?
That's a massive common, mate.
You know what?
That is
Looks
fucking
like
huge.
hot
Big girl. Yeah.
What a fish, man.
I said about getting a £40 common, didn't I? I just thought it was going to be me.
Wow. This is proper big, mate.
Yeah.
Come on. 42.
Well, I'll let you wait and see.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool. I don't know what to say really. I've been chasing one of these for about 10 years now. I've had 2 of them in a month. Come like London buses, didn't they? But yeah, it was on the zig, middle rod, doing the barbecue. Dinner's fucked, let's put it that way. How about this? One of Kingfishers, I would say 18. I don't know what one it is. 42.5. Absolutely made up. What a beast. So, I am well pleased. With all the crew in the background. Cheers lads, appreciate it. But yeah, 42.5. That is, I don't really care now. Fuck it, let's go on the piss.
Let's go then, Ben.
That's it, we're going out as he says. Yeah, 42.5. Unreal. I'll spin him round. Yeah, what a beast. Yeah. What an absolute beast. It's got a patch there. There's the other side of her. £42.5 of Kingfisher Beast. Oh yeah, well pleased with that one. Probably go and check the barbecue now. I am so made up, especially with that one that I lost yesterday. So yeah, I'm sure someone will tell me what it's called. No, my luck, it's probably a mug. Only joke, I couldn't care less. £42, mate. Let's get him back, eh? What a beast. Yeah. Here's again, one last look. I don't care if I don't catch any more now. What a beast. Overjoyed. Alright, let's get this fish back. Yeah. Absolute unit. I'll take her home, put her in the bath. She don't want to leave, mate. She don't want to go. Right, well as you see, yesterday when I was very, very grateful, I caught a £42 common. Obviously Dad was doing all the footage and yeah, typical. Like I said, everything went wrong. It comes in threes. And then my good luck changed, and so yeah, I mean between us now we've had 5 bites, and we've landed 4. We've actually landed 2 each. Been a great session, hasn't it, so far, mate?
Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. The weather's being kind to us. We're getting a bit of rain, a bit of wind, a bit of sun. Fish are still out there. But it's such a pressured water and it's mega hard to catch.
Oh, yeah.
But we've been lucky so far.
Yeah, I mean the tactics. I mean we've had one on the solid, and the other 3 have been on zigs. But yeah, I mean we're having to seriously work for these fish. There's no two ways about it. There's been a few others dotted about as well that have caught. There hasn't been many. I think there's been about 3 or 4 others out, something like that. Like I say, we're on the 4th day now. And yeah, it's just a case of repeat, you know, of what we're doing. But I would say our bite time, looking at it, I mean, obviously a picture does form in carp fishing, and I would say it's probably from 12 o'clock midday until it gets dark, and then through the hours of darkness and even first light, it's just nothing, can it, for us, you know what I mean? I mean, that can change, don't get me wrong, but at the moment it seems to be midday until about 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night, and then that's it. So fingers crossed that we get some more. Like I say, the weather's taking a turn. It is red hot. My dog's sunbathing down there, bless him. But to be fair, like I say, we're doing exceptionally well at the moment. 5 bites landed 4. And I'm enjoying it, mate. You enjoying it?
Yeah, had a nice shower this morning, lovely.
Yeah.
Sorted breakfast out. Just chilling out now. Bivvy's all cleaned up. Everything's in its place. Just got to chill out now.
That's it.
And I hope we get another bite.
I'm the complete opposite. I'm a dirty git, and my bivvy's like a bombs at it.
Yeah, we won't show you his bivvy.
You know, so
That's your tale.
it's all happening in there, isn't it? But yeah, I think we'll leave it there. Like I say, it is looking good out there, and like I say, we've got a couple of solid. We've both got a solid each out at the moment, and we've got 4 zigs out at the moment. Obviously, because of the conditions, he's telling you what to do. So we'll leave it there, guys. Hopefully, next time you see us, it'll be with either me or Dad with a nice big carp.
Yeah.
And I want to enjoy the rest of my holiday.
We're at Bluebell with Ben, and we're using zigs. So I thought I'd show you how I tie my zig up. I mean, there's nothing to it really. I suppose other people might do it differently, I don't know, but I like the way I do it. Ben does it exactly the same, and we do get results with it. We mostly use Drennan double strength. This time we're using 12-pound line. So yeah, we'll tie it up with this. First of all, what I'll do, before I cut it to any length, it's going to be difficult to see this on camera, but I'll show you the end result. Is you tie a loop. And there's a reason that I'm tying a loop before I cut it to its length, and I'll explain it to you later on. Right, it's just an ordinary loop. Cut the tail off. Right, now I'll put the bait on there, which is the piece of foam, for purposes so you can see. I'll make it yellow. Cut the smallest piece I can, I don't go too small, and then I trim it off. Just go all around the edges, trim it off like that. By doing this you're exposing a brighter colour as well, because the dirt's got on it a bit. That's that done. Pierce it, so it's like that. It's just shaped like that. Put it on there. Put it onto the loop. And then get a stop. Push it up tight to the stop. Cut the excess off. So now we've got that. That's sitting on the end. I'll trim it all up later on. Right, now for the purposes here I'm going to be making a 5-foot zig because I want to be putting a 5-foot zig out tonight. So I've got an old hook bag here. As you can see, I've put 0 to 12 on it, so it's 1 foot. So I can make my zig to whatever I want to on that. So what I do, I go from 0 to 12, that's 1 foot. Start again, 0 to 12, it's 1 foot, so there, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what I'll do is go to 5, 6 inches. I had 6 inches, and the reason I had the 6 inches is because I've got to tie a loop in it and tie the hook on. Right, now we've got, again, difficult to see on camera, we've got a 5-foot zig. Right, we need to get an hook on it. I use a size 10 hook. Some people use size 8, but I prefer a 10. Doesn't matter whose hooks you use, they're all much of a muchness. Right, threadle it through. And here's why I tie the bait on first, is I want it touching the bend. Can you see that? I want it touching on that bend when I tighten it up. So I just pinch it with my fingers. With the hook you won't be able to see that on camera, but there is one side that's got a gap in it and the other side hasn't. It's just the way the hook's formed. Start tying your hook on the side where there's no gap, otherwise it'll all come apart when you go to use it. I do 6 turns, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then find the end and threadle it back through, as in a no knot. And that's it. That's done. See that? It's touching the bend of the hook. Okay. So now go back to me board. Measure it out. You can get an accurate measurement with this. 1, 2 foot, 3 foot, 4 foot, 5 foot. So that's 5 foot there. So if I bring the loop up to there and tie it where it come up 5 foot, it doesn't matter what size loop, bigger the better. Pull it tight. Now that'll be at 5 foot. Again, cut off the excess. Make sure you're cutting the excess off and not the actual line. Right, now we've got a loop in it. I don't know if you can see that loop. It's just an overhand loop that you would tie for a hair rig or anything like that. Be fine. Right. Now what we do is we get one of these the longish anti-tangle get one of these anti-tangle sleeves and thread it onto your baiting needle like that. Then just threadle it onto the line. So now you've got the loop, you've got that on, you've got your bait down there. And then what we do, get a size 8 swivel. Picked a size 8 because they go in most of the lead clips that you can buy on the market. Threadle it through so it's on the loop, like that, and then just pass it down a bit and get the other end, the baited end, and pass that through the, past the baited end and the hook through the loop. And then just pull the line through, pull it through, keep going until you actually pull the anti-tangle sleeve through as well. Pass it, the loop over the hook, it will catch the hook, but pass it over the hook. So now you've got it tightened onto there. And then you get the anti-tangle sleeve. I'll show you this as it comes up. You now push the anti-tangle sleeve onto the size 8 swivel, so it's like that. Yeah, and now all I've got to do is when I reel in my zig, and I've got, at the moment I've got 11-foot zig on, I want to change it to 5 foot. All I've got to do is cut the line on the swivel that's in there, leave the swivel on the rig that's in there so I can use it again, and then tie my main line through my lead clip onto this and pull it into the lead clip, and that's job done. Easy way to make them, and this way you can change them quickly. I've got a 2-foot one made up, I've got a 5 foot which I've done, I've got a 10, I've got 11 and I've got 12, so whatever happens we can change the depth pretty quickly by just changing these. And that's it, that's the way I do my jigs. This is my swim. Looks quite good, doesn't it? Got lilies to the left there, and a bit of a problem when I've caught the fish though. Fishing out to there, 19 wraps. That's where I've had the fish from. You're allowed to go 75 yards in this swim. Same with Ben's swim.
Right, we're on the Thursday now of the O'Connor adventure at Kingfisher and Bluebell, and yesterday was very quiet, mate, wasn't it?
Wasn't it? That wind changed, and I think that put paid to everybody's fishing.
Yeah.
So,
No, I don't think no one caught at all yesterday, even through the night. Very, very quiet. So, I mean, today it was very cold when it this morning. The wind was howling through, and I think it's affected everyone's fishing. So we wound in this morning, went down the shop, got some supplies, and that was it really, wasn't it? Had a shower and stuff and took our time. That was about it really. We've come back, and as you can see, it's absolute glorious sunshine.
yeah, it's 21, 22 today, and the wind's dying down a bit. It's a lot better than it was this morning. So it's dying down a bit, and it looks like it wants to change. But if we can get it to die down, we may get working on feeding on the top.
Well, that's the plan anyway. I mean, at the moment, I mean, obviously we've got 3 rods each out. We've got 4 on the zigs, and we've got 1 each on a solid bag. And like I say, I'm using a fully loaded in this. So what are you using in your solid bag?
I've got strawberry
nutcracker. That's it. That's trying the strawberry nutcracker. I'm still using the fully loaded. We've had 1 on the solid, but the rest have been on zigs. And with this weather, I'll say we're hoping. I mean, what's the time now?
It's 3:45.
3:45. We're coming into our bite time now with them zigs until it gets dark. So fingers crossed.
Then we change in the dark and put them on the bottom.
Yeah. So. But fingers crossed, we're coming into that time now where hopefully them zigs are going to be the one. So we're going to start emptying some of the bivvy today as well, getting that back. And we've still got 3 nights left. I mean, we're still buzzing with what we've caught. You know, as people know, it's rock hard this lake. It's not easy, and to have 5 bites out of it is, well, in landfall, it's a great achievement in my book. The fish up to 42. So yeah. You happy with it so far?
Yeah, well happy with it, yeah, well pleased. Yeah. It's a very busy lake, there's people coming around all the time asking if you're leaving. And, I don't think there's any swims free at the moment.
I don't think there's been any. I think if a swim becomes free here, it ain't more than free for 20 minutes, is it?
Yeah.
You know, literally 20 minutes, bang, someone's in it.
It's so busy.
It's unbelievable, this place. So, but yeah, that's the nature of the beast at Bluebell. So brace yourself if you come. But I think we'll leave it there. And like I say, we'll see if we can get some filming done tonight. If they start topping, we'll get the camera out, etc. And see if we can get them live on the film for you. But yeah, it's. I'm gonna say yes. One of them's gonna go tonight. So before dark, my prediction is one is gonna go. So hopefully next time, well, instead of it being Ted, it'll be a nice big common. Hopefully for Dad this time. Mind you, you've had a £37 common.
Yeah. Try and beat the PB common if we can.
Yeah, that'll be nice for Dad. So, but yeah, we're gonna wrap some gear up now and watch the sun go down.
Right, this is Ben Swim that we're in now. It's evening time. It's nearly 7 o'clock in the evening. Just pan round. We've been putting mixers out. We've got zigs out and we're putting mixers out to see if the cart will take. And we had about 3 cart take, but that's it. Not like the other night when they was all having a go. Let's go out a bit further. Yeah, looks lovely for zig fishing. Unfortunately, nothing is happening. But we live in hope. We're waiting for the next run, and hopefully it'll come soon. We'll let you know when it does.
Morning, guys. It's around, I don't know, 6:30, something like that. And it's just getting light now on Kingfisher Lake, and yeah, like a glass pond, as they would say, mirror image. And I haven't seen anything yet. I've only been up about 10 minutes, but they were very active in the night. Now, last time that we see you, I gave you a prediction that we would get one before it got dark. Well, my prediction never actually came true, but it nearly did. Dad went and caught one in the hours of darkness, and yeah, and what a fish. He's still asleep at the moment, and but yeah, he's just had a new personal best of £47, which is a common as well. What a colossal fish it was. And yeah, he is one happy man. But they were very active last night. I believe Dad had that one on the solid bag. It was on the strawberry nutcracker this time. So solid bag coming up trumps again. But yeah, I just thought I'd just get a nice morning shot for you guys. And what a beautiful morning it is. It's not as cold as what it has been, but considering that we're in proper deep autumn, apparently it's going to be 24 degrees today. I mean, the weather front is just crazy, isn't it? We're in autumn and 24 degrees. It's crazy. So but yeah, Dad is one happy man. £47, and like I say, I'll have a cup of coffee and I'll go and wake him up, and then you'll see this colossal fish. So yeah, I mean, what a session this is turning out to be. I'll just zoom in a bit more for you guys. A little scan, and but yeah, it's turning into a dream session, considering that this is rock hard, and yeah, the O'Connors are having time of their lives, as they would say. But I was hoping I could catch one on camera for you guys, but it don't look like they're going to play ball. They were very active last night though, so I think we can let them off. But yeah, that was a duck out there. But yeah, I think we'll leave it there, guys. Like I said, the next time you see us, well, it won't be me, it'll be Dad with a very, very, very special carp. And there it is, absolute beast of a fish, 47 pound. So stay there. You lift him up a bit more, or
I can't.
that's right.
Definitely
Stay there, stay there.
Definitely fight machine. Didn't wrap that in it. Why hasn't lost £2.5 in a week?
I don't know how you do it on this one. On that one. Here we go. Tree.
All right. Turn him over and get some more on him.
That is a colossal fish, that, isn't
One
it?
that is.
That is a brute,
I
mate.
think it's the best fish in the lake either.
It's a brute of a carp.
Unbelievable carp.
There she is. There's the other side of her. Oh, 47 pound of her.
Proper.
That's a proper one, that is, mate.
Massive, isn't it? It looks like it's kind of...
Absolute colossal. Look at that.
Hold on, mate. It was
Oh,
all.
47 pound of her.
Mate, on bit. Oh,
Sorry?
was it on the bottom one?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at that. More strawberry nutcracker, that one.
Oh, mate,
There
shall
you
we
go.
get it down there and get it
Yeah.
in the water?
Mega.
Let's get her on. Happy?
Well happy. That good? Well, I'm well happy. Been up all night.
Sweet.
Days. That's on mirror, yeah.
Yeah, she is going back. Oh, 47 pound of her. Yeah, so stand up with it, Dad. You're right. In the water. There she is. Look at the size of this fish. Absolute brute of a carp.
Remember, I'm 73.
The weight on it there.
47 pound, new personal best for Dad. Look at that, absolute immaculate. So, yeah, well, let him go, mate. Well done, big well done. And there she goes.
Thank you very much.
Hey!
Oh, it's all right down here.
So it has. Well done.
Right, a bit of an update for you. We're on the Friday evening now, and the barbecue is underway, shall we say.
Steak and ribbies.
Yeah, steak, ribs, got a burger on the go for Ted as well. Right, basically not a lot's happened today, hence why we've not come back to you. Obviously, the big turning point was Dad having the 47 pounder, obviously, which you guys have seen now. And it was on a solid bag, wasn't it?
No, it was on a 4-bait stringer. I thought I'd try it because I've been having success with these 4-bait stringers. I'm a syndicate lake, that's what I use. I've been using it at Corrington. And I've had a few fish, so I thought, right, I'll have a go with it and just dot it about.
Right,
And that was the one that went off.
Yeah, because I said to you guys it was
This
solid.
morning.
Yeah, I said to you guys it was a solid bag. Obviously, it was a 4-bait stringer. And what was that? What bait was it though?
It was strawberry nutcracker.
Strawberry nutcracker one. So there you go. It's get out of jail one. Strawberry nutcracker, as he calls it. But the I thought we had a couple of bleeps in. But yeah, you know, it was a 47 pound. What an immaculate fish. We just found out it's called the Fighting Machine. And then we found out today as well that the one that I caught was known as Birchie's Common. So yeah, it's nice to catch named fish like we all like to catch them. But yeah, that 47 pound common. I mean, for both of us to have a brace of 40s, especially commons.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
in one session. Do you remember we done that at Lydia?
Yeah.
Our first 30s.
Yeah,
One after the other.
Yeah, we had them on the bank near enough the same time, didn't we?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the Friday update. Like I say, today I mean, considering that it's autumn, it's been 24 degrees, but then it came over cloudy. Like I say, we've just got the barbecue on the go now, and hopefully we're going to get an evening bite, because that's when our bite time has been. But in saying that, last night it didn't happen, did it?
No, it happened in the night. Well, it was early morning, wasn't it?
Yeah, so maybe bite time has changed, who knows. But that's the Friday update. Like I say, we've got 2 more nights of the session. I mean, we're having a great time. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. Are you?
Yeah, it's great to be here, it really is.
It's, like I say, we're having a good time and that, and we've met some of the other fellas that are fishing and that, and everyone seems to be okay, bar one. But we'll leave that. And you're going to get them, you know that. But yeah, if everyone was just to stick to certain wraps, it'd be okay.
He's heard I've had fish, and he's decided that he now
brother.
wants to fish where he wants to fish,
Yeah.
and that's on where my bait is.
Exactly.
So he's now sending a boat out. So we'll see where that goes.
Oh yeah, I can see it now.
But yeah, you just get these people. We've had the bailiff round, and he spoke to him, so we'll leave it with the bailiff. I'm sure if he goes too far, he's going to be told he could leave or whatever. I don't know. They'll sort it out. But we'll
Where's
see.
this boat going then?
Yeah.
Oh, right, that's fair enough. Yeah, well, he has gone right. He's been told by Trev, and if he don't behave, he's being launched off. So there you go. There's the rules, guys. They've all got wraps in the swim. I would suggest follow them. That's a bit of advice for you guys if you're coming here. But like I say, we're going to enjoy a lovely barbecue. Got a nice baguette on the go, and like I say, we're going to see the evening out, and we'll go from there. But yeah, like I say, if anything happens, we'll be the first to know. But I will say we are enjoying ourselves, and 2 more nights. Let's see if we can nick, maybe if we can nick one more, what a trip it would be.
Yeah.
So, but we'll leave it there. Time for me to dive into my steak.
This is what I had the 47 pounder on. It's a 4-bait stringer, and I've done pretty well with them at Cottington and at our Syndicate Lake. I just don't know why, but it seems to work. What I do is I put the needle through the top one and pull the hair through the top one that's already in the bag, already in the stick. Obviously barbless hook here, we have to use barbless hooks here. But that's it. I mean, that's so basic, anybody can make that, and that's all I did was I whacked that out. The reason I whacked it out is because there's so much bait goes into this lake that I thought, well, I'm fishing over someone's bait somewhere. So I whacked it out. I didn't get anything the first time. I came in, refreshed it, whacked it out again, and it was later on that one went off, and I caught the 47 pound common, which I'm so pleased with. And these are the baits, urban baits. Lovely, they smell lovely.
Is that the strawberry nutcracker, that one, isn't it?
Strawberry nutcracker.
Yeah.
I think it worked because there was only 4 baits on it.
Right.
And something's picked it up, but that's basically it in a nutshell. I'm well pleased with that. It worked. I've got one out now.
Just hold that there a sec.
But it hasn't worked since, but it did work, so I'm happy with that. Well done, Urban.
That's it. A nice new personal best there for Dad on the strawberry nutcracker. Just hold that rig up again, mate, so I can get a proper close-up on. If you hold it like that, and then I can get a proper close-up off of it. Where are you?
So it's barbless hook because that's the rules here.
Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much the rig there. By the look of it, you've got a coated braid on there with some shrink tube, a size 4 Deception barbless hook with a 14mm strawberry nutcracker, and as you can see, he's got 4 baits, including one on the hair, but it's actually inside the funnel web, like Dad said. Put the needle through. It's a good anti-tangle purpose, isn't it, Dad?
It is. It's great,
Yeah.
and it's so basic. You know, anybody could do that. It's
Yeah.
great.
It's just putting food round your hook bait, isn't it, really?
Yeah, and you cast them anywhere and leave them out for 10 minutes, 10 hours if you want, whatever.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But yep, no, that's it. That's what he had the personal best on. That's the bait there that we're using from the Urban range. And yeah, as you can see, it's like a beigey colour. it seems to have worked very well, and yeah, hopefully, like I say, we got one more night left. We're on the Saturday now, so we're having a little bit of a pack down. But yeah, like I say, we've had a great session so far, and I think we'll give you a little bit of an update now on what's gone on. Right, we're on the Saturday morning, no, Saturday afternoon now, shall I say. Time is flying when you enjoy yourselves, as they say. And yeah, very quiet last night, wasn't it, mate?
Nothing showing. We had the calmness of the water, but just nothing showing. Nothing showing at all. Did hear that there was a 45 out, but we didn't see it.
Apparently there was a big fish caught right down the other end, which would be the first fish that I think has come out down that end. I think it is, isn't it? Or something like right on that bank anyway. So, which goes to show how hard Kingfisher really is. It's rock, you know. So 95% of the people are blanking. And sorry, I keep looking round there because my rods are there. There are some on the surface. There ain't many. I'm trying to get them going, but it's very difficult. But yeah, last night very quiet. I mean, we've had a typical. We've had some problems, not from us, but the people on the bank where you can actually drive up, and there's a car park at the end, which would be, say, like on Swan side. You can only go certain far. You know, basically you've got stickers on all the posts that tells you how far you can go. And you know, you get that saying, there's always one. Bloke came round. How many you had? He knew how many we had. He knew we were catching well. We were doing really well. And typical, he's trying to carve this up. Well, he's carved us up properly. I think Trev had to come round, and to be fair to Trev and the team, thought they dealt with it very professional. They see clearly that we was in the right because we was wrapped up to 19 wraps, and matey decided to go more than 50 yards that he was allowed to, or 45 yards, whatever it is in that swim. He done it on purpose. He knew what he'd done, and basically got told off. So yeah, we've got someone trying to carve up Dad's spot, which ain't very nice. Do you know what I mean? But I will remember it. Trust me, because if I see him, I'll do it back to him.
Yeah, you get it back tenfold.
Don't worry about that. There's two of us, there's one of him. So 6 rods we can have, remember that. But that's part of carp fishing now, isn't it? You know, instead of people being like fair play, you know, they're doing well there, they're keeping to the rules. You always get one, you know, catch fish at all costs. And
everything was fine till he turned up.
Yeah, everything's been fine all week, and it's only one bloke, just one bloke. There's many anglers down that bank, and they're all doing what the post says, not what we're saying, but what the rules state. And yeah, it's famous saying you always get one. So, but we will remember you, don't worry. So, but yeah, like I say, other than that, that's been about it really. That was the highlight of yesterday, bit of a rant. But yeah, Kingfisher's biting back now. It's at first we made it look a bit easy. I'm going to say that we made it look like a bit of a runs water. But it's just like anything, you know. You start catching a few, and I don't think people carving your spots up are helping. I think if there was a bit of etiquette, I think we might have had more. But unfortunately, in this day and age, there ain't, is there? So. But like I say, we can't grumble with what we've caught, and the facilities here, and what I see yesterday of the management, wasn't it? I mean, fair play to Trev, fair play to that man. He come round, and let's put it this way, that bloke won't be doing it again, trust me. So,
but he's told someone else to do it.
Yeah, he's just told someone else to do it, and they
didn't know.
To be fair, an old boy like Dad, he didn't know, bless him. And he's gone straight across 2 of Dad's rods and wiped them completely out of a marker float. But
and the bloke next to me.
Yeah, Al and the bloke next to him. But it was the same one that told him to go out there. Do you know what I mean? So when there's clearly a sticker on the posts, you know. So sometimes there's no educating people, is there? You know? But no, like I say, look, we've had a grand session. It's Saturday afternoon now. Done me bets. So we're going to sit down and watch the screens, watch the football.
Hopefully we can go out with a bang tonight.
And hopefully we can get one more. You know, if we can get one more, that'd be nice. Do you know what I mean? So I think we've got a shot looking behind. A few fish cruising there. But my mixers keep drifting next door. So we're on the zigs at the moment.
Dog.
And I'm going to have to cut the eggs and get me dog. So I'm going to leave Dad to continue.
Ted, come here. Yeah, he's gone to get Ted. Ted's sitting there. He's all right at the moment, but Ted, he's off. He's gone off to it. Big dog, probably eating. But anyway, that's it. We, in a nutshell, we've sorted it all out. Just hope that matey don't pull the strokes tonight. I think he messed my swim up last night because he was leading about, definitely leading about in my swim. So I think he might have messed my swim up last night. But hopefully, I believe he's moved to one peg down, which is better than where he was. He stays there.
Maybe it carved someone else up, but sorry about that. To get me docked, it was another dog walking past, and Ted at the moment fancies anything, if that makes sense. So yeah, like I say, we've got the zigs on at the moment, haven't we? Yeah. Come off the bait. I mean, it's red hot at the moment.
We'll put the bait on at night.
Yeah.
And go on zigs in the day because it's so hot.
So who knows? One might snatch at it. I'm going to continue and put some floaters out and sit back and watch the football. But yeah, like I say, we've had a grand time. Unfortunately for me, it's getting nearer and nearer that time and back to reality. You know, we're not full-time anglers, and this is a week's holiday for us. So, and for Dad. So I think we'll leave it there, mate.
Yeah.
Let's get some floaters out and sit back and watch the afternoon out.
See what comes.
With a bit of football.
And there you go, would you believe it? Look, he's had another one. The big ghosty common at 41.6. He's having a session and a half. Well, we both have, to be fair, but yeah, look at that. 41 pounds 6 ounces.
Well pleased with it.
Kingfisher magic. Yeah, look at that. What a fish for Dad.
Put it down for a while.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
The other side.
So, and there we go, there's the other side of it. All 41 pound and 6 ounces of it. There it is. Yeah.
Done it on pay? It's going.
Yeah, I've got what I need. Hello, mate. How you doing?
So, and there it is. 41 pound going back. Got a bit of a glare with the background.
Put it on auto as well, Ben.
Yeah, he's on auto. That shall do, mate.
Right.
Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah,
Right.
Go back, mate. Absolute immaculate carp, that one. Another one. What's the session?
Get him.
Yeah. See him.
Huge in the water, doesn't it?
There he is. Going back. See you later, mate. Time for us to start
Going out of yours.
packing up. There he is.
Hold on, mate.
Lovely.
Right, we've come to the end of the O'Connor adventure on Bluebell, Kingfisher, and to be fair, I'm going to say it, it's been O'Connored. We've had an absolute great session. I think we've had 6 fish between us, but we had 7 bites. We've landed 6 between us. I mean, I'll go through. I had a 25 and a 42 pound common, which is Birch's common. Fantastic, over the moon. I did drop a good fish as well. But then I'll come to you, Dad.
Yeah, I had a 28.8 common, 37.7 common, a 41.6 common, and a 47 common.
Yeah, so
One of the top fish.
yeah, one of the biggest fish on the complex. And like I say, the fighting machine, the big ghosty, two-tone. I mean, like, all the members know these fish. They're telling us what they're called. But yeah, we've absolutely ruined it. And yeah, we can officially say, you know, the Kingfisher's been O'Connored, and Ted's enjoyed himself. Enjoyed yourself, mate? Yeah, he's still ratting, bless him.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's as you can see, the van's loaded.
And we're off.
It's time for me to go back to reality and back on the roof on Monday. And really not looking forward to it. But most of all, let's get home and see the girls and see the kids. We haven't seen them for a week, and have a nice roast dinner and a red hot bath. So
Yeah. I've got to go back to cleaning gear.
that's it. He's on cleaning gear duty.
Yeah.
I'm on roofing duty. So I hope you enjoyed the show. Like I say, it's massive big fish content on this one. Big well done to Dad for his personal best as well. And we'll go from there. But yeah, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do, because like I say, we're visiting venues like this now, and obviously Kingfisher is a notorious, well, it's rock hard, let's get that straight. It's a busy day ticket, and it's a syndicate that runs alongside it, and it is rammed. Let's get that straight. It is rammed, but the reason being is because the fish are in here. So
There was a lack of activity or action shots with my fish.
yeah,
Because the swim I was in, you'll see it on the film, there's lilies, and it was a very small gap for me to land the fish. So before we could deal with the camera, we had to get rods out of the way. Ben had to get waders on to jump in with the net. By then, the fish was ready to be netted.
Yeah.
So it was difficult to get any action shots. But we did with Ben's one, so
yeah, exactly.
I'm just explaining why there isn't any.
It's you need waders. You know, I suggest you bring waders with you if you come to Bluebell, because some of the swims, the margins are pretty shallow, and then there's a big shelf. So yeah, I would advise to bring waders here. But yeah, like I say, we've had a great session. 3 English £40 commons. There you go. You don't see many of that on YouTube, do you? So like I say, I hope you've enjoyed the show. It's time to go home now and see the rest of the family, because I've missed them. I'm sure Dad has. And back to reality.
No swim saved. We had to take what was available. It's a bit of a mad rush to get the swims, but we managed to get into 2. We didn't really have any other choice, but we went into these 2, and we got lucky, I suppose. But we don't have the swim saved or anything like that.
So we turn up like you guys would. And but yeah, fantastic complex. Big thanks to Trevor as well. We did have a debate with someone who cast over Dad's rods.
Yeah, he dealt with it fairly.
He dealt with it very professional, so fair play to Bluebell. And yeah, what a complex. We definitely will be coming back, there's no two ways about it. But you do have to deal with a few things here. And it's part of day ticket carp fishing now.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's just the norm. Let's put it that way. It's the norm. And yep, I'll keep repeating myself. Hope you enjoyed it. I love you and leave you. And we'll see you again soon.
Bye.